Hey all, how's it going? I thought what I would do today is have a go at doing something related to my programming. And essentially we're looking at a little Go application I wrote a while ago now, but it's keeping me interested, I suppose. It's a little file uploader, command line tool that lets me upload images to Flickr and apply certain rules to them based on the keyword. So I've got an image, it's got a keyword on it. The one I wrote it for was a keyword called 365:2020. The idea behind this keyword is that I want it to go into my 365:2020 album. So my little application, which is called Rodeo, will notice that keyword and then apply it to the application. So that's the general idea behind the application. And it works quite well. In fact, it works really well. But what it doesn't do at the moment, which a friend of mine called Stuart brought up, was that if the file is already up on Flickr, it will upload it again. And maybe we don't want that. So the first way I thought I'd approach this is I'll keep track of which files we've already uploaded via Rodeo. Maybe in the future we could look at using the Flickr API and do it that way. But for now, let's just use Rodeo's memory and just store a file on disk, probably in JSON, which keeps track of which files in this particular directory have been uploaded. So let's go to the code. Like that. And what you have here is my screen. So I've got what's this? This is my terminal and the Rodeo directory, and this is Goland, which is an IDE from the JetBrains people for Go itself. So to run my app, I can type go run main.go. The one I want is an upload ~_x downloads export and then pick a file. So there's a file there, RKA something, and now it's going to upload that image. I don't want to upload this image at the moment because I've already got it uploaded, but that will run and upload my thing. So let's see how we're going to change this. It's not particularly clever this code. So here's upload.go. Set the commands because we're using Viper. Let's make this full screen so we can see it better, I suppose, like that. Right, how am I going to do this? This is the upload application. Upload command rather, so it's going to hit here. Here's my function, and you call upload. For each file on the command line, going to call the upload file function. Takes me down to here. Do some stuff, get the Flickr API calls, process. So I probably want to do something around here. There's no point in uploading if the file is not valid. So we've got the file name right at the top. So maybe we can do it really early. Probably going to need config. Probably don't even care about the API calls, the API keys. But equally, I think it's quite helpful to actually check that Rodeo upload works. So we'll let that be there. And similarly, we'll need exif tool if we're going to successfully do an upload. And we're going to need to successfully get the image info out of the file name if we're going to do any work. So I think somewhere here makes the most sense. What are we going to call it? Check if we have a valid file. Not valid file. Check if we have already uploaded this file before. Probably want to put it in a separate function, don't we? So if equals nil, not equal to nil, then this file has already been uploaded. And I think we'll just return, because we might want to do the next file, because I've got multiple files in the directory. This should just let me continue, so just do that. I think makes the most sense. And we're going to fill that in. Equals, what we're going to call it. Maybe no, don't do it like that. Maybe it'd be better if image is already uploaded. File name. How about that? That looks more promising, doesn't it? This image has already been uploaded. So we need that as a function, lowercase I think, because we don't need it to be public. And we'll put it down here for now. Func file name, and that's interesting. That's jumping different level than I expected. Let's go to there. I really want control up to jump into the next function, so I have to fix that. String file name, like that. Why doesn't it like that? Images uploaded, missing function body, because it likes to do that, doesn't it? Unresolved type file name, string colon, maybe it's the other way around, file name is a string. Let's file name is a string. File name is a string, yeah, that's the right way around. And we're going to return a boolean. Right. Going to need the config. We're going to need directory and the file name to look in. So let's do it all in here first and then work from there, I suppose. List of files already uploaded is equal to get list of files already uploaded, and that should take the file name, because we want the directory of the file name. So let's do directory equals, now we could have done that before somewhere. Have I done that before? There we go. File path of the file name will give me the directory this file lives in. Hence, I can now go and get it. So we'll need that function there. Func that, and that's going to take the directory, which is a string, and it's going to return an array of strings. That's clearly not how you define an array of strings. How do we define an array of strings? Maybe it's the other way around. That way. There we go, an array of strings. My Go knowledge is really simplistic, so you're going to see lots and lots of issues where I've got no idea what I'm typing. Doesn't like my spelling list off there, does it? So let's fix that. List of. There we go, that's a bit better. So far, so good. I wonder if I can move that over there a bit better. That work? Don't know. We shall see. Who knows? Right. We're going to get a list of files already uploaded. It's going to be a list of files. So we're going to need to read the list of files. It's going to be in a file. It's going to be in a thing. So let's look in Safari. Read JSON file from disk in Go. Something simple. Oh, there you go. Don't need to close the file again. Seems like we know it all in one go. So we'll do that. IOUtil needs to be brought in. Well, that's presumably already magically come in now. Yep. And the file needs to have a name. Now we'll call it .rodeo uploaded files.json, and it's not in /. It's going to be in directory plus that, and that will give me my list of files, and it'll come into data. So now we need to process data. Yeah, okay, so var string list. Doesn't like it that way around. Is it that way around? Of course we've done it the right way around again. It's that way, isn't it? List of string. File list of strings. So now we can grab that code there. Do that. JSON unmarshal into data into the list. If we failed to successfully unmarshal, we can return an empty array list. Can't trust list maybe. Can you do that? Go define empty list, empty array, empty string array. Ah, there we go. Like that. Return empty string, or list of strings, or slice of strings accurately in this case. So far, so good. And once we've done that, I wonder what list we'll have in it. We can probably return list like that. Probably be happy. It is happy. So you just have a list of files already. So what we can do here is sp.dump list of files uploaded, and we should get them. And what I'm going to do now. Where do we do that? We're doing that here. I'm just going to return done temporarily, so we can run it, see what happens. I need a file on disk. in our exports directory. Export. What we go call that file? Wasn't like not returning. Oh, let's do that. Return the true there. And let's get rid of that. So it'll always say this image has already been uploaded. Right, so what's the name of that file? There it is. Back to the here. A bit bigger. Touch that. That file. It's going to be a simple array of just the files themselves that we've uploaded. So a JSON array looks something like that. And the file, let's make the file name not fully qualified. So it's just going to be literally that. What's the name of the file? Don't have it here. The directory cd downloads underscore export ls. There it goes, that RKA one. That one there. Insert that. Oh, sugar. Need the I. There we go. RKA 2018 etc. 1080p.jpg. That's clearly a background image of some form. Maybe it's a picture of a train. That's highly likely, isn't it? Let's open it and have a look. And here's a picture of a train. It's good, isn't it? Quite a nice picture of a train. I like taking photos of trains. As I'm sure anyone who already knows me is well aware. Right, anyway. So that file is fine. Now we've got an image in our directory. So we can now run it. No, not this one, this one. That. It's only clicking for a while. There we go. Ooh, it doesn't have a, not have a whatsoever. Cannot unmarshal Java and num into a ghost struct. Ooh, that's probably something else. So that's happening in line 101 of upload.go. So let's go there and have a look. Not sure. What I think of that. Okay, so 101. Get image info is failing. Get image info is failing. Here's our read that metadata. Right, what's that error? Right, it's failing on line 77, 76, 77. It's failing to unmarshal the. Oh, that's interesting. Info.x. Info.x should accept unmarshalling everything. '87. Oh, hold on. Why? Oh, it's 77. Wake up, Rob. Wakey, wakey. Right, 77 is set image info. Set image info is where we try to work out the current date and time, and we're failing on line 87. 87 is this line here, where we're looking for offset time original in info.x. And presumably, why are we doing that? Oh, I see, it's the offset. So what we have here is we're collecting the date time, and now we're trying to get the time zone. And we're failing on line 87 in interface is nil, not string, because it probably doesn't exist. I'm probably not checking for that. So let's drop a... I wonder if breakpoints work on this system. There's a breakpoint. Let's try to debug this. I don't remember how to debug. Earth to debug in this. Run. Ah, dearie me. Run. No, not run. Add a configuration. That's more promising. Add. Go remote? Go build. Run either of those, do we? Go build. Run off to build. Oh, this looks promising. Let's try this. Right, let's try that and see what that does. Apply. Error. File is not a Go file. That's not a good sign. Maybe we need to specify the actual main.go file, because that's how we dot the command line. Apply that. Then that's not a file. That seems to make no sense. So we try running. Error. File is not. Go build. Main.go. I wonder what that means. Name. Oh, that's for just build Rodeo. One kind. File. There. Output directory. Shouldn't matter, but we obviously want it in Rodeo. Oh, there's an or sign there. Let's get rid of that. There we go, that looks better. So let me run now. Oh, can't run now. What does that one do? Debug build Rodeo. Ooh, there we go. That looked more promising. Go path, and now it's gone to -i. So let's go to our configuration again. Right, yeah, so now we're going to go to a logger. Instead of using -i, we want to do up. That's weird. Load. I wonder why it's doing that. Upload. Thank you. So now it should error because we haven't provided a file name. So run again. Oh, now the go. That debug's not there. Oh well, let's run that and see what happens. Developer access tools needs to take control of another process. Oh, cool. Let's accept that. So now we've... debugger ran, that's interesting. It's not allowed to run in parallel. Would you like to stop the running build? Stop and rerun. There we go. Can't load package. Doesn't seem happy, does it? Try that again just in case. It definitely doesn't like it, so that's not the right way. Go to okay, let's put -i back there. Program arguments, upload. What -i does. It's compiling now. Well promising. There we go. So now it's run it. And we've got an error. At least one file must be specified. That is much better. At least one file specified because I've not specified it. Yeah, that was intentional. Oh my goodness me, we're going to be slow today. Right, there we go. So program is uploaded. Now we need to put in the rest of that. Let's grab it from the command line. Blum, blum, blum. This is a file we're trying to upload. Stick it there. I think we can assume that tilde possibly doesn't work correctly, so let's change that to fully qualified so we don't have any problems. Users Rob. Apply. Okay. Debug. Oh, what? Cannot load named files. Must be. Yeah. What? Oh, did I put in the wrong place again? Oh, for goodness sake. I did as well. Rob, come on. Upload. There. Right, there we go. So my program arguments in Golang is that. So now when I hit the debug button, is it going to do the right thing? Does anyone know? Ooh, running. Ooh, okay, yes, I would like you to access. And we've got the debugger going. Oh, I did love this. I'm mostly a PHP developer, so Go is, as I say, new to me. But I use PHP Storm, and it's really useful that Golang works basically the same way. So this debugger is good in PHP Storm. It should be quite good in Golang too. Right, this has got linesgaf fail because there's something related to offset time original. Info.x. Here's info. Let's say it's found its width and height. So it's basically I've just been reading the metadata out of the image file, the JPEG. It's an SVR Autumn Gala. It's a Sony. It's the A7, which incidentally is the camera I'm using now to talk to you through the stream, because I've got a Fuji X-T3 now, which I'm very much enjoying. Time zone, offset, hang on, wrong way, down here. Date, not set. That's interesting. Oh no, that's probably feasible because we've probably not set it yet. We're going to set it further down. I think that's what's going on here. So yeah, we're trying to set the date. X. X should be everything that was in the XML file. So what we should have here is, and when I say XML file, I really mean the EXIF data within the image JPEG. It's not XML at all. It's EXIF. EXIF, XML, all the X's. Right, so what we're looking for? We're looking for datetime original and offset original. Right, what can we see? Nice if they're organized. There's a datetime original. Ah, there is no offset time original. There's an offset time, but no offset time original. Okay. So we need to check whether it exists before we try to convert it to a string. So go test for resistance of key in map. I think they call them maps in Go. Do you know? Does anyone know? Let's try to spell existence correctly. When you index a map in Go, you get two return values. How to check if a map contains key in Go? What did we do before Stack Overflow? Ooh, that looks promising. Initializes two variables. Val will receive either the value of foo or a zero value, in the case of empty string, and OK will receive a bool that sets true if foo is actually present in the map. Okay, magic, that'll do. So we're going to set it to an empty string. Let's stop this, because what's going to happen now is I'm going to step over this line, it's going to crash. The fatal palette that we know about. Let's get rid of that. Right, so what we want to do here is that val. I wonder if you can do that. It doesn't like that. Maybe because we've not used it. Let's comment that line out. place that there. Still doesn't like it. Oh, still not used. It is. Oh, it's not used because it's in this if statement. Because there's no point in trying to do all this unless we successfully got the time zone, which means that we probably need that up here. Let's move that up here. Didn't expect to be doing this today. Calculate time zone. No, determine time zone. So there's our date time original from the EXIF file. Now we're going to set, assume it is UTC if we don't know better, because we've got to give it a time zone. Don't need to define the offset time original. Trouble now is we don't have the right type probably. Because offset time original, we need to cast it to a string. So let's change that to maybe offset time original colon equals that dot string. Let's do that. There we go. So maybe time set offset, maybe offset time original is going to be a string if OK is true. So let's try that. Take that. Run our debug again. Let's see what happens now. Compiling. Not got the fastest computer in the world, so this takes a while. Eventually I'll get there though. Done. Right, so time Z is currently TZ rather, it's currently UTC, so let's step over this line. And we've jumped all the way down to here because offset time original was blank. And now we're going to continue. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, that's formats and stuff like that. So let's command F8 that. Stop. Did that work? No, not F8. How do we stop? How do we stop debugging? I don't remember. Oh, command F2. There we go. Right, but we did know that if it's not okay, we could look for offset time because that was in our list. Maybe we can do an else if. Is that standard? Go, do you reckon? Don't know. Go format will tell me later, that's a certainty. When you try to commit anything, Go gets upset, doesn't it, if you get it wrong. So, if maybe set time original, that's not offset time original. Now we can rename that variable to offset time. I'm using command F6 for refactor rename, which rather helpfully means I can rename it here and it'll update to all the other instances. One of those useful benefits of an IDE. Though I'm sure if you're using Visual Studio Code, it probably does all that stuff for you too nowadays as well. Right, so let's put, have we still got our thing there? Okay, so let's run again. I should look up the command for that, Control D. Hit Control D, recompile. Words and clicks, comes through. Wait a bit, here we go. Right, so I'm going to hit F8 to step over. Did that step over? Did I do something wrong? Run that again. I'm confused. It's a common mistake. As you will no doubt find out if you stay and hang around on this stream for long enough, you'll discover that I'm confused. I have to think things through. It takes a while. I talk to myself when I'm not on stream as well, because it's the way I debug. Right, so step over. It's that one there. Oh, that's better. Did I press the wrong button? Here's F8. Oh, maybe I pressed F9. Right, so now we're going to try for maybe offset time by looking for offset time within info X. So there's info X, and this time there should be an offset time. Where did we see it? I'm sure we saw one. Did we see one? Yeah, there we go, offset time. Of course it's 0 because it's UTC anyway, this particular file. But if I now F8 on this one, yeah, there we go. So they're right. OK is now set to true. And maybe offset time is equal to that string from the X map. Awesome. It's got a plus or a minus. I probably should explicitly check for 0. Find the offset time, offset hours, offset minutes. If I close this down again, we should be able to see them. Offset hours is set to 0. Offset minutes is set to 0. We're going to set a fixed time zone to 0, 0. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that, because if it is 0, 0, then I probably may as well leave it as FTC. So let's do that. Oh, wrong button, Rob. It's Command F2, isn't it? And we've got a bit of duplication here now. This code here and this code here is basically the same. So I wonder if we can grab from here. I'm going to take that and refactor it. Refactor this. Extract the method. Get time zone from offset. How's that for a name? And TZ equals get time zone from offset. Oh, this is quite clever. Look, it's passed in TZ for us automatically. Oh, that refactors magic. So I can grab that, put that here, do that like that, get rid of this. Oh, look at that. That's better, isn't it? So if we have an offset time regional, we're going to get its time zone. If we've got an offset time, we're going to get its time zone. That's a bit neater. Here's the get time zone. The zoom in time zone offset. Right, and what we're going to do here is if offset hours is not equal to 0, that is and offset minutes is not equal to 0, because that saves us having to worry about the plus or the minus. Grab that code and pull it here. Better indent it. No, that's a bit neater. Should do better comment. Set the time zone. So say fixed time zone as a numeric index. We'll have a note. As we don't know the time zone identifier, we'll leave it blank. What else can you do? If we get +2, that's anywhere in Eastern Europe, and we don't know which particular time zone it is because the EXIF for that is rubbish for this sort of stuff. But knowing that it's +2 is better than not knowing that at all. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay, let's save that, run it again, let's check it does it right. Compiling, still compiling. Right, we know it's not one LM. Meant to get our offset time, and then we're going to pass it into get time zone for original. think step into is F7, isn't it? Yeah. F7, F8, step over, step over, step over. So now we've got offset hours and minutes again, and again they're both 0. So we're going to jump straight over and we're going to return the time zone. Function, Command F2 that again. Command F2, Command F2 that. Put a new line there. Very white space keen. I do like having lots of white space. Don't think it hurts. We've been a bit inconsistent with our capital letters in here though. In our comments. I think we should have capital letters here. For instance, and here. So I think that should be an S and that should be an N. It needs to be a bit more consistent. Start our comments with a capital letter. Okay, that was an unexpected bug. So shall we create a branch and commit that? Probably a good idea. J Rodeo. J auto jump. Wonderful little command line tool that jumps you around to the right directory. I highly recommend it. ls git status. Oops, git status. Git checkout -b. Handle time zone better. Not the most imaginative branch, but we can get away with that because this is my project and it's only small and I make the rules. Right, what changes do we make? Git diff commands upload.go. That button? No, not that button. That button, there we go. We've got spew in there, we don't need spew. We do need encoding. Why have we got encoding JSON? Oh, that's because we've got the other stuff in there. So let's S-tree this. When I need to just stage part of a file, so just stage some of the hunks, I generally find it easier to use a graphical interface, and the one I quite like is called Source Tree from the Atlassian people. So I can look at the commands upload go, and let's see, so we're not interested in that because that's what we're actually trying to do. We're interested in this stuff down here. No, we're not. None of this, actually. We don't care about any of this because this is what we're doing. So we're only kiss. Oh, it's metadata. Okay, so do we want all the metadata? Determine time zone should be capitalized. Determine time zone. Detect and refresh. There we go. So determine time zone. If maybe offset original. Yes, that's our new code. That's our new code. No, it marks that as new. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I hadn't committed this earlier. Who knows? Function. Oh no, it's not. It's because it's moved it from down here to up here because we've got some similar code here to what we had last time. So it's trying to be clever. And actually, we should rename that variable looking at that. I quite like looking at my diffs. Because when I look at my diffs, I sort of do a mini code review. So it's quite a good way to look at the way things are doing. Yeah, and although we did that extract function automatically, I kind of feel like I can rename that variable to something a little bit better than that. So let's try offset time. Yeah, that could be fairly better now, wouldn't it? Shift F6. Offset time. That's better. In fact, you could just call it offset. That'd be better, mate. I should probably put a note here. Get from extract the time zone from an offset of the form plus or minus. Where do you get plus or minus up? Plus minus. Not like that. Press that button there. Plus minus. Plus. Nope. I have to look for it manually. There it is. Go back to the pretty one. From plus or minus hours, minutes. Something like that. So extract time zone from an offset of the form, hours, minutes. Let's go back to our source tree. Right, so we've tidied that up a bit better, and we're going to return the time zone. Okay, so we want to take all this file and just this file only. I never commit from the source tree. I always commit on the command line. Git status. I normally use git st. Fits me better in the way I think. So I make that a little bit higher. Make it a little bit close to the bottom of your screen there. Not like that. Somewhere there, I suppose. You see that okay? Right, internal the meta, so git commit minus v. Into the commit message, insert handle more robust determination of time zone from metadata. One character too long, never mind. How about some sort of text to explain it? There are two possible time zone time offsets in the EXIF data. What was it? Offset time original and offset time. Look for one and then the other when trying to determine the time zone. So that's enough information for me. Now I've got a branch, git push minus u, origin, handle time zone better. Now I can create the pull request, hub, pull request against the origin branch, not the origin branch, main branch. Hub is a command line tool from the GitHub people, which enables you to do things like this. We can join that to make that one long sentence. The rest is fine. And that will create me the pull request automatically. Pull to HTTP. So let's grab that. Look it up. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. There's my commit. We got milestones? I haven't got milestones yet. We probably should set up milestones for this project because we're doing releases. So let's have a quick look at the releases. Where do we find releases nowadays? 3 tags. They've done something with GitHub, haven't they? They have done something with GitHub. What have they done with it? Reorganised it. There was a releases thing somewhere. Release. Oh, wrong button. That doesn't help that word. There's Safari gone. G. Oh, there they are. They've moved them over here. Oh, isn't that interesting? I didn't even see that in the sidebar because my mind just misses it. I just may as well not be there. Yeah, I had not even spotted that. That is amazing. Okay, so there they are, 3 tags in the releases. So I can click releases, let's have a look. So up to 0.03, so the next one's going to be 0.04, 0.0.4. That seems remarkably low. Oh, I'm not at 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Maybe we'll make the next version 0.1. Let's go back here, create a milestone, and we'll call it 0.1. Now I've got a milestone, go back to our pull release, to our milestones, there it is, and set milestone 1. So they're the changes we saw before. That all looks good to me. So I'm going to merge it. Again, I merged from the command line. I don't know why. Habit, I suppose, more than anything else. Git checkout main. Git merge minus minus no ff dash. And that will close PR2. And we can push that up to origin, and that will automatically close our pull request for us. So now we can delete the branch, which was handle times n better, and then we can also delete it from the remote as well. There we go, so we've deleted it from the remote as well, because we don't need it anymore, it's done. Good. What build Rodeo is? Ooh. Oh, I wonder if that was because I typed something in the wrong place. Oh, maybe that's the name of the file it's created. That's the finder, isn't it? Do you reckon that is related to this? Not that. Ah, suspicious, isn't it? Don't think we want to put it in here. Let's put it in /temp. Although it's doing that weird thing again. Let's put it in /temp. I don't particularly want it in my local folder. RM build Rodeo. That's better. Right. What now? Ah, we were trying to test something, weren't we? Before we got distracted, we were trying to test whether we were going to read that JSON file that we did down here. There's something down here. Are we able to read this file? Let's go back to the first. There we go. This is where we started. It's a bit like a stack, isn't it? It's slowly coming back out of the stack. Presumably compiling, processing. Oh, there we go. That looks promising. Oh, we've still got another problem though, an error. Looks like metadata is harder than I thought. Or maybe metadata into a structured environment is harder than I thought. Be a better way of looking at that. Because clearly, very clearly, we have a situation here where it can't unmarshal a number into the keywords. Why is the keyword a number? That's strange, isn't it? We opened that file, didn't we? So let's open that file up again. Or we could use exif tool to look at it. Exif tool. I remember how it works. I've got a function that does it for me. Exif view RKA. Keywords. Oh, it's that one. Look at that. One of the keywords is the number of the railway locomotive. I want it to be treated as a string, but something is a marshalling it into an integer, which would be unfortunate if it had the lead in 0. It doesn't in this case, but it could do as a number of a train. Okay, we're going to go down that rabbit hole, shall we? Clearly, this is going to be the metadata decoding stream, and not the add the new feature related to not uploading the new not uploading already uploaded files feature. So bring up that metadata. What lines are happening on? Not that one, that one. What's it do with keywords? So here's our metadata. Keywords. Keywords is a string array. It's happening somewhere here probably because we unmarshaled the keywords ourselves into a string array. And we do that because the way EXIF tool works, when you try to get out the list of data, is it could be an array or it could be a single string or single element. The command for doing that is this one here. So let's look at that here. So let's bring that up there. Let's look at that. So it's EXIF tool -J for JSON, clearly, -EXIF : -IPTC : Let's clear that out. Oh, I had a file like that. There we go. Right, we only actually want keywords, so we can probably just do minus keywords here. Right, there we go. So we get back an array of objects because you might have more than one file on the list. You get the name of the file and then you get the keywords. So you can say this one is an array. Ah yes, and it is an integer, not a string. Well, well, well. You make these assumptions. Very, very clearly, one of these days I am going to have to learn how to test in Go and start writing some tests. Another stream. It's going to be a lot of another streams if you notice that. Okay, so here's our unmarshal code. And we look for length of data being greater than 0. Switch on data of 0, the first character. So I'm going to stick a breakpoint there. This is the only string array I think we've got in the list. So when we run it, it should break and we can actually inspect and find out what's going on, and then we can fix it. Big fan of debuggers. I do like my debugger. Oh, dog. You hear the dog? Not my dog. Neighbour's dog. Right, here we are, we've stopped. Data. Data is an array of uint8s, 91, blah, 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 blah. Now we know that that one is going to be this one here. So 91 is probably the double quotes. And then 34 is probably a 2. ASCII 2. Yeah, that's correct for ASCII 2. No idea about 91, but it's almost certainly that, which seems reasonable guess. So if I F8 jump over, Switch of 0, data of 0. Is it one of those? No, it's an array. Ah, no, it's not. Data of 0, it's that character there. So I was wrong. And now we have a problem, because now we're trying to unmarshal into a string where one of the values is an array. It's an integer. How are we going to fix that? That byte array can't be directly unmarshalled. And we have another problem here as well, because if it's just one element and that one element is a integer keyword, you bet your life it doesn't start with the double quotes like that one. So we have to fix that case too. I wonder what the easiest way to fix this is. I'm going to marshal it into a string of interfaces. And then create an array of strings from that by converting integers to strings as we find them. So I assume we can't automatically do it. Lang unmarshal integer array. Strings and integers into an array of strings. How do I marshal array of strings? No, it doesn't do that. I don't think we can do this easily. The problem is that the strictly typed languages assume that types make a lot of sense. But JSON comes from the other world, the not so strict world. And this is most definitely not so strict. Okay, so let's try that as our first attempt. It's going to be a bit unwieldy, but it should work. So we're going to need our array of strings, but let's also create our array of items. And let's say interface. Ooh, doesn't like that. Maybe like that. Like that. So we should be able to unmarshal into items. So now we've got items. Now we should be able to iterate over some items. How do we do it? A for loop? I don't remember. For platform in something. No, hang on. I want a go file. Let's hit that button there. For num::range. Oh, that's promising. For. I wonder if you can hear the loud music that I can now hear from downstairs. Grab that one. Presumably we have to grab that there. Do that. For item. Oh, you know it's good. Oh, that's going to be an interface, so that's okay. For item in range items. Convert the type. How do we convert the type? I don't remember. test type. Of variable in interface. Go. I know nothing. Google all the things. No. How about Golang convert into string, interface to string? Convert interface to int. Shall we try? How do you append to an array? I've forgotten everything I know about Go. Golang append to array. Is it s.append? Obviously, I've looked this up recently. Append s, okay. So we should be able to do s equals append s, comma, item dot string. No? Oh, that's a nice way of doing it. Guaranteed to work. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Item. Let's try that. We don't need string array there because it is now by definition a string. Let's run that. Control D. F8. It's an array. Unmarshal. So now we've got a list of items. Oh, look at that. Items is our array, and you can see that integer. So now we're going to iterate over each one and add them to S. So S has now got, oh, that's interesting. That's not what I expected. Oh, maybe that's the key. That's not done what I expected. So, G, Golang, iterate over array. Yeah, look, I comma S. So that's like that because we don't care about the first one. So you can use the underscore magic. I know there's a variable here, but I don't care about it thing. Let's try that. Fate. So items is still our 14 length. 14 different keywords. Item is the first one. There we go. S is now correctly that one, and that's turned S into a the 46100 into a string this time. So that's going to work. Go us. F9. Check the console. Oh, look at that, this image has already been uploaded. But more importantly, that error message about unmarshalling JSON has been fixed. Great. But I still think there's a problem. I think we have that problem where there's a single keyword, which is a number. And I think that's going to fail and jump over both of these. And I think we need a default case. I wonder if that's just default. No. Case default? Oh, inside the string. Probably not case default. Default sounds more likely. I think we need to do var. I think we should find out before we try to invent stuff that we don't really know what we're doing. So let's go back to that file. Here's that file. And let's CP that one to a new name, rka_1 keyword.jpg. Exif tool. Like exif tool. Set keyword. So exif tool minus keywords equals 46100. RKA one keyword. That should replace all the keywords that were in there with just that one, and we can use that one to check. No, it didn't do that at all. How do we overwrite all keywords? I thought save tool, remove all keywords. Yeah, minus keywords equals. Oh, maybe you did lowercase k. Oh, no. How did I do it? Yeah, minus keywords equals 4600. Oh, hold on, wake up, Rob. Yeah. Then we can use the other exif one. Oh, I've lost it. That's not helping me. Exif_j. Let's rewrite this. Minus keyword. Maybe it's case sensitive. RKA1. There we go, that's better. So one keyword. Yes, you notice how it's literally just the integer now. Whereas if I set the keyword to 46100A, it's now a string. So it's a string. Let's put it back to the integer. Oh my goodness, this is more complicated than I imagined. Right, so let's try getting that one to work. So that's going to come in here. Right, we need to change the file that we're loading. Oh, Rob, wake up. Edit configurations. Right, it's RKA one keyword .jpg, isn't it? Check. One keyword, yes. Apply. Okay. Control D. What happens this time? Drop here. Length is 5 because it's only 4, 6, 100. Let's click there. So 52 is clearly 4, 6, 1, 0, 0. 48 is 0. Sounds plausible. F8. Switch data 0. It's not that one. It's not that one. Fail. Command F2. No, not command. That's not command F2. That's control F2. Command F2. Yeah, so we do need a default here. And I reckon we need a var item as an interface. Do this bit again. JSON unmarshal into item. And then we want to grab this code here. So we need a string. And we can do not and then we can do that line. That's a messy line. That I don't like that line. No, that line. If you actually need that, try that. Probably shouldn't need to cast a string to a string array. Array of strings to a string array. And then I've got to do s equals format.sprintf %v, because it doesn't really matter what it is, item. Oops, there's a comma there. Item. Like that. I reckon that'll work. So if it's not a string, actually probably don't even need that, you know. Yeah, we can probably tidy this up a bit more. If it's an array, it's that. If it's not a string, it's not an array, it's going to fall into here. Okay, so let's try that. Compiling. Whee! Right, switch data 0. Data of 0 is still a 52, which is a 0. So F8, that's a 4 rather. Jump into here. So item, do that. So item is now, oh, it thinks it's possibly a float, 4 and 600. It's going to set S to the string. It's going to assign it correctly, and all is good with the world. Command F2. Plan. Let's remove this code. I don't think we need it. Oh, well, let's try it. Maybe we do, because it might. It's going. Yes, we do need it. We do need it, because if we try to unmarsh, no, I'm guessing again. Let's stop guessing and test. So let's put back the A. So one keyword has now got a string in it. So it starts with that double quotes. Let's look at it now. Control D. That's me just tapping my fingers over here, so you can see. Not very exciting. Step. Okay, so jump that. We're into the default. Right. So item. Yeah, item has now got the double quotes around the string. So I wonder. Yeah, S has now got. Ooh. Has this got double quotes or not? I don't know. And the trouble is the console's not going to tell us because we're doing an upload. However, we can go back here now, and instead of using go run main.go, so instead of using upload as our radio command, we can use info ~downloads_export rka1 keyword, and this one will compile and run it, and then it should tell us what the keywords are. So it's not upset. See, it's not upset. There's a bug there though, because that Friday's a line out of alignment. Not that it really matters, but oops. Right, keywords and then now a string. So yes, we can, as expected. So I prove that. Where does it get the image data? Image data info. We should get to here, F8. Put a breakpoint there. Remove this breakpoint. Let's get rid of those commented out code, so I don't think we need it. Let's run it again. I'm going to make sure I'm very careful here. There we go, so we got through to info. So what's info? Info has our keywords, and it's a string. Yes, and it's correct. It doesn't have double sets of double quotes. So I can command remove that breakpoint, hit F9, Matlock console, and we're fine. Steady. We can get back onto that in a minute, but probably not tonight because it's over an hour long now, and we've done all metadata. Okay, so get status. I think we've only uploaded the metadata again, but let's look in S-tree and double check. Metadata, right, we've removed the case of the single quote. We've added the interface. Oh, we should probably put some comments in, that wouldn't be a bad move. It's an array, but it's an array of strings and or integers and or numbers. So unmarshal to an array of interfaces, and then iterate over the array, converting each one to a string. And then the default option, it's a single element that may be a string or a number. So unmarshal to an interface and convert to a string. Just string. Okay, that's better. Now I've got a bit of comment on each one, so maybe we'll remember what we did and why. So there's our two statements. All looking good, all looking good. I've added a new line there for no apparent reason. That can go. That's better. Git status, git add internal metadata, git commit -v. Insert decode unmarshal keywords, numeric keywords, in metadata. The keywords in the metadata may be numeric and not a string or an array of strings, so we need to handle this situation too. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake. Just put that onto main because I didn't create the branch. Git checkout -b numeric keywords. Right, so let's go here so you can see what we're doing. Right, I've just gone and done this. There's main. I've just added a new commit directly on main, so I need to bring main back to here, but keep this commit on the numeric keywords branch. So git checkout main, git branch, no, not git branch, git reset --hard origin main. So what this will do is this will move the pointer for main back to origin main, and a hard reset means it will discard all the changes between the two. I don't mind doing that in this case because I've already got another branch name, numeric keywords, which will keep track of those changes that we did make. So they're there, so I should be able to do that. Now if you look at what's happened to the list, you can see that we've now put main back on the correct commit. Numeric keywords is now its own branch, so now I can push it. But check out numeric keywords. So if you made that sort of mistake, it's certainly possible to get back out of it. Git push -u origin numeric keywords. I'll push it up. There we go. Hub. Pull request against main. Join the two lines so it looks better on GitHub. HTTP that one. Let's open it up. We can close all the other tabs now. There it is. Add the milestone. Check the diff. Yeah, that's what we expect. Back to the conversation. Git checkout master. No, not master. It's main nowadays. Git branch. No, not git branch. Git merge -fff. Open closes 3. Git push. That should mark that one as complete. Merged, there we go. So git branch -d numeric keywords, git push origin ---- delete numeric ping $, numeric keywords. It's a nuisance that autocomplete doesn't work for pushing to origin if you've already deleted the branch. Maybe I should do them the other way around. If that makes sense. Might do. Okay, good. Git status. Ooh. That was interesting. Git reset --hard killed that all those changes that were in the other file. I should have stashed them first. Wonder if I can get them back. If I've got to rewrite it. I need to get at the ref log. There it is. No, probably not. That was a mistake. So we're going to have to redo all that work that we did on doing the JSON thing. Oops. Oh well. Such is life. Not today though, I'm going to do that another time. So I'm going to stop this stream and we'll come back another day and try to do that. Might even tweet about it, you never know.